Hello YouTube, this is Remy, and we're here in some Minecraft Breaking Blocks world. This is going to be kind of a special episode, because I am going to post it to other places other than YouTube. Or at least post the link back to YouTube on other places. Some places that come to mind are like Reddit or the Minecraft forums, and over here's the ladder, and it's raining. And since today's a special episode, we're going to cheat a little bit. Now keep in mind, I haven't built anything cheaty. At all. And for those of you who are finding this on a site other than YouTube, or even those of you who have just found this on YouTube, you can go back and watch my first video to find out what this world is exactly about, but this, today, is going to be all about... Actually, do I have anything on me now? Is going to be all about, building. And it's not that I'm going to be building very much in this episode, actually. But I'm going to be explaining a concept that I want to create. Ah, here it is. I want some of this. We can take some of this. We can take these. And I can go ahead and put, like, you away. Let's see. And we can take some of you, just to make sure. And there's some glowstone in there that I didn't know I had, and there's probably stuff in the furnaces, but I'll leave that there. I'll go over briefly what we've been doing. This bridge is basically, I have this island over here, which actually spans off in that direction quite a ways. And we have this island that this bridge connects to, which hasn't loaded in yet, over here. And then we have this little bit of island here that I'll get into in a second. That's where we're going right now. But these two islands are basically going to be inhabited by villagers in buildings that I build. So far, all the buildings have been of my own thought, design, and they've all come from me. But I'm opening this place up, which is supposed to be like a magical Liberty Island kind of a thing, where, you know, you have immigrants coming in. And there's going to be a few magic-y bits about it, and of course, this being Minecraft, the magic is actually going to be done with command blocks that I will set up off camera. But I will explain the concepts. So, firstly, this building, which I've done a little bit of work on since our last time I showed it, we put in this... Well, actually, it's not this building, it's this island, and I did not mean to fall there. My bad. But this tower has now sprung up, which is nowhere near finished. But these are... We got 3 windows on this side, we got one, like, right there. Going the other way, that actually just kind of looks directly at the island. Back here, and up there. And actually, you can jump. Like, you can climb up this part and jump onto it this way. It's not really supposed to be enemy safe, like in the least. And right now I'm on peaceful, just for the fact that I'm trying to show stuff in a timely manner on the video, and not have to deal with the night cycle. So this time I actually left it on peaceful on purpose, instead of forgetting about it until it became night, and I'm like, where are the mobs? But up here is going to be where the magical communication is. And it's a little bit off-centered, but that's fine. We're going to build stuff here, and I actually am going to block up that hole eventually. We're just going to put, you know, little... And I probably... Oops, didn't mean to do that. I also lost my diamond pick. Probably should have brought smooth stone to fix that, but I'll worry about that later. But this is going to be a kind of portal-like area. Probably using water or something, you know, just putting blocks up here and having it pour down. And there's going to be a chest in here. I don't know where, but we'll figure it out. This is also open to the daylight. It's going to be a chest in here. That will have... In fact, we can go ahead and make said chest. that will have books, right? Books for ideas that you guys can post in the comments. And if I am posting this, which I do plan to, I haven't found the forums to post it on yet, but I do plan to. If you're coming from Reddit or the Minecraft forums or wherever, please post what you want in the comments of the video and not on the post I made, as the comments will be seen quicker. And I might not visit the forum for a few days or even a few weeks, depending on how vigilant I am. But I will try and get around to most everybody as long as they actually give a decent idea. But the idea is you post in the comments what you want to see me build, and I will do my best to build it. It can be as vague or specific as you want. Actually, I kind of like looking at this island and this bridge. And the bridge is not done, by the way, for those of you tuning in. This is going to continue on to almost over there before it meanders off. That drops down. And the orange wool is just markers that I placed in creative mode to make sure everything's proportioned. There's actually more on the other side that you can't see. And the blocks down in the water are going to come up higher and kind of support the bridge. So yeah, it's really not finished. But anyway, that's my idea. Now, let me show you the island, and it's already raining again. Of course it is. Down here, I guess this is kind of a detour. Didn't I click? Yeah, okay. Down here is going to be where the immigrants come in. I haven't exactly figured that out yet, but this will be the arriving area, processing and everything, you know, quote unquote, for the many immigrants, villager or otherwise. And this is the tower where it's kind of like a sightseeing thing, you know, like Liberty Island became. You can go up into the Statue of Liberty and look out. Of course, this is going to look a whole lot nicer. Right now it's just kind of a gray block, or cylinder, really. It looks really bad from the bridge, and I am going to make it look better. This is literally a rough outline. It's all gray right now. And right now I don't have a way from this island to the mainlands, other than swimming, so yeah. So that's what's going on there. And I do implore you, even if it's like, you should make a garden, or a, you know, whatever. It can be as simple, as complex as you want. As long as I actually can understand what you're saying, I will attempt to make it. And this was put here just to help me build. And it is kind of a long travel time, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, I guess we can kind of showcase the rest of the island for those of you that have not seen my series before. This is a crane that I built, and actually looks... I think it looks alright. It's not the best crane that I've seen in Minecraft. But it's got, you know, like a little weight kind of thing. It's made of wood, and it's got a rope going down. So there's that. And there was a house here just a while ago that I demolished. I think last episode, actually. Okay. What else was I gonna do? Oh, right. Now, I'm going into creative. I don't ever build in creative. I don't ever cheat in materials. That's one of my rules. I have to gather materials, which is why this is taking so long, because I don't have enough stone. This bridge right here I've actually gathered stone maybe 4 or 5 times. And we are in the snapshot, that's why my hand's doing that weird thing. Yeah, I think we've gathered stone maybe 4 or 5 times off camera. I've gathered it. And to be honest, I actually had a lot of stone with digging down here. I made some strip mines down in this pit. And this was a natural pit until you get to here. Right here is where the pit stopped, pretty much. At least I think. Maybe it was a little bit higher. But then I've gone off in several directions. This is going to be, and ignore the tree there. I'm just growing them where there's space. But this is going to be a factory area. Not built, not even planned, really. That's just the outline of the kind of building I want, I suppose. It's subject to change. But the other side is all mountainous, the other side of the bridge, and so it's going to be like the heavy resource gathering area, and then they truck it across here and process it over here. And I'm kind of going with a little bit of logic, you know, like, what's one of the first thing you need? Well, in a community, well, you need food, so I made a farm here. Farmhouse with the barn. The barn is actually smaller than the house, but that's okay. And it's got animals in it. Actually, right now it's only got cows and chickens, I believe. Or cows, pigs, and chickens, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. And then it's got this little garden here. It's not really that much. I've done a little bit of landscaping, as you can see, and this orange wool here is just to further landscaping that I'm going to be doing. It marks it out. Yada yada. And, well, over here, let's go ahead and put it on run. Maybe I'm a little bit too far to the right? No. We're not far enough to the right. But over here is a church, because the other thing that draws a lot of people is religion. That's currently being finished. There's a little ramp to the top and everything, and I'm getting grass for window areas, and I have a little garden out here. I'm waiting on a tree to grow there. And so, yeah, you know, it's kind of... Actually, that's kind of a bad shot. It looks a lot better from down here than it does when you're flying around. And I think it'll look better once I get the windows and stuff on the front and everything is all finished. But, that's the general idea. I do have a lot of space, and all those torches will be removed, of course. I do have a lot of space. I'm not opposed to making roads off camera and yada yada. So if you see some place flying around, give a time code, you know, where I'm looking directly at it or something, to the video, and I will build in that location what you say, as long, again, within reason. And actually in that direction there's even more mountains. But, what else? Seems like there was something else I was going to talk about, because this has been fairly short. Oh, right. The actual inhabitants. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a command block that will spit out a villager egg, or I'll have another one that spits out zombie eggs, villager zombies, and then I'll have one that's like completely random. And that'll all be on that island over there. And I might have some for, you know, other mobs like skeletons without bows, so that they don't shoot at you constantly. And possibly maybe spiders, possibly endermen, although endermen are going to be more difficult, as they tend to jump around. So probably not endermen. Maybe creepers, but they're a little bit dangerous to have around. So yeah, you can also designate what kind of residence you would like. But the kind of ideas, you know, I would look at is anything that fits within kind of a mad scientist Victorian era almost. I don't want to go steampunk with many of the things, but if you have a steampunk build that you think would look good, go ahead and submit it. But I'm thinking more mad scientist kind of stuff. And if you want me to build a mad scientist lair, go ahead. Give as much detail as you want, etc., etc. We can, let's see. I think if we do the skeletons without bows, I'll have to spawn it in a different way, like with MC Edit, because we can use zombie pigmen too, because don't think you can get skeletons without bows from an egg. Yeah. And the hole on the top of this, I'm planning on down at like bedrock or something having a beacon eventually. But that'll be a while in the future, because I'm in no position to take on a wither. I don't even have armor, as you can see. I do have some diamonds, but not very many. But yeah, so the idea is you can tell me to do something that is technically impossible. Like if you want me to build... Okay, let's go with the mad scientist one. If it's a mad scientist and you want the lab in the building to have like a chance of spawning a zombie every now and then and make it like Frankenstein and stuff like that, I can put a spawner in there. Or I can put a command block in there to have it, you know, occasionally do stuff. I don't mind danger. I am in peaceful for this episode, but that is just for the sake of showing you around. This is kind of a not actually in the world episode. This is me explaining stuff. So all you have to do is suggest a building, and I'll build it. You can even, like, if you want me to have a, like, tower that is specifically for rain, so that I can turn off the rain without having to weather here. That was really bad spelling there. You can do that, because usually when I'm playing I don't clear the weather unless I'm like really not in the mood for it. Sometimes I do. But like I said, this is a special episode, so that's why I'm doing it now. And also, it's been raining a lot more in the snapshots, I've noticed. Also, let's see if we can... I don't think we can do that in creative. Let's go over some of the snapshot bugs, shall we? Oh, they fixed it. It used to be that when you went through water, every time you would hit the seam in 2 of the source blocks, your health or your breath would reset, which was kind of weird. And there used to be, but I don't think there is anymore, but we can check it out. There used to be a texture problem, I guess would be the easiest way to say it, with the underside of wood. They didn't line up. I'm not sure if they fixed that, though. Let's get... Do I have any, like, oak wood anywhere? Doesn't really look like it. And I am going to enchant stuff still, I swear. Oh, here it is. So let's try... I think it's the difference between stairs, but it might be the difference between slabs. So let's see here. That's regular. Yeah, see, they don't line up. They don't line up anymore. That needs to be fixed. And I need an axe. So, that needs to be fixed, in my opinion. But yeah, if you... Literally anything you can think of that is possible with a command block, within reason, of course. I'm not like a command block wizard, but I get the concept behind them. I understand them fairly well. If you want a building that is constantly spawning fire from it because it's supposed to be like some altar or something, go ahead and tell me that you want a building doing that, and I'll figure out a way to write it into a command block. And I do have MC Edit at my command as well, but I'm going to try and stay away from that, as much as possible, but if I just can't get something to work with command blocks, I guess my last resort would be MC Edit. What else? What else? The theme I would like to keep around that kind of theme, but again, like if you want a certain kind of villager house, just to house villagers, you can go ahead and tell me that, although I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of that myself. If you want a villager house who is secretly like some kind of superhero and has a basement that leads to, you know, whatever you can think of, kind of a thing, you know. They have a basement that leads out into sewers that gives him access to different streets. Of course, that would be after this is far more developed, because right now we have a church, a barn house, and a bridge, pretty much. But yeah, give me suggestions. Remember that bigger is not always better. Some of the cooler ones could just be to add a fountain, you know, that you put in particle effects with a command block or something. And they don't even have to be a command block. You could just say put in a fountain somewhere. So yeah. And I probably should have flown around the... Actually, let's do that. Let's fly around the island a little bit more. Just to show you. Over here is like kind of the island's edge. At least this island. I'll fly around this one. That one over there is going to be all construction stuff. But yeah, this, I mean, the island ends there. I think the spawn point is over there as well. And this is kind of a slow way to show it off, but... And the house looks really bad. Don't look at the house. I don't like that house. I think I'm going to tear it down and build a different one. If you have a suggestion for what kind of house to do, go ahead and leave it. And this isn't really loading in either. Probably because I'm recording. But we do have several different biomes. Most of on this island is either hilly to mountainy, or it's roofed forest or birch forest. But over there, which again, I'm gonna kind of stay away from at first. Over there, we have desert, we have savanna, we have more mountains, we have swamp. We also have swamp over here in that direction. We have some more roofed forest, and then more mountains. And I think that's about as far as I've explored. Oh, look at all that. Wow. Oh man, there's an abandoned mine shaft. I should, we should build something. If you want me to build something in the abandoned mine shaft, go ahead and tell me. I didn't even know that was there. Of course, a lot of it's lit up, so maybe I did. And I just forgot it was in this world. Seriously? I think the, rain just likes me. Finally. And if you think that I should make this building something else other than, like, a factory, even though I'm bringing this bridge kind of, like, right to it. This is actually right where it's going to open up into a parking lot. Kind of come off to the side. We're going to get rid of the nether portal, too. It's temporary. Those cacti over there are also temporary. It's for the dye, for the stained clay. That's the other thing. It takes forever to get freaking stained clay. And this is a lot of stained clay to look like freaking asphalt. I mean, seriously. It's a lot of stained clay. So I don't mind working off camera to get good effects. I did this all off camera just as an example. We did the actual barn on camera, most of it, you know. And we will do some of the bridge on camera. It's just doing the whole thing on camera would... It's taking me forever off camera. Doing it on camera would take even longer. And here are the measurement marks that I've made with orange wool that I was talking about. In case you didn't see them when we were running under the thing. I guess that's about it. So yeah. I'm Remy. This is my Minecraft building world. Breaking blocks. kind of forgot what was in those chests. So this world is open to suggestions, I guess is what I'm saying. And suggest away, because I really want some ideas. And I often find that I'm probably not going to build your ideas exactly as you say. And I do apologize, but part of the idea of asking other people what you should build is so that, one, everything that you're building doesn't look the same because you're getting ideas from other people. And two, it won't look exactly like what you pictured in your mind because I'm the one building it. You know, it's kind of a unique creation. That's what collaboration is about. Even though this isn't really collaboration, but it's more like suggesting, which is fine too. So, yeah, if you have a suggestion, even if you want me to do something in a cave, please, by all means. And for those of you, the websites that aren't YouTube, if you actually watch this video and you think I'm in the wrong form, please tell me. I will try and, you know, be vigilant about posts early on in case that happens. But be polite about it. And I realize that you probably already commented in the forum or on the video that I've posted this in the wrong place. If you've watched to the end of the video before you post, congratulations! You actually, stick it out before you do something hasty. And I guess that's it. Peace out.